Superhero movies play a huge role in pop culture today, and when a new movie is announced, fans need to know almost immediately who the studios have cast for their favorite characters. With so many actors clamoring to play these iconic heroes and villains, changes are often made at the drop of a hat. One day you hear your favorite actor will play your favorite comic book character, and then the next day they're out.
I'm sorry, I don't want to get off on the wrong foot. Do I look at the pants or the eye?
When you hear of Christian Bale as Batman, Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, Henry Cavill as Superman, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, it's not hard to imagine them playing the parts, since they all killed it in their roles. But these characters could have easily been played by other actors. In this list, we'll take a look at some A-listers who lost out to portraying classic comic characters. Check out these 10 actors who almost became a Marvel superhero. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more great videos just like this one. And before we start, can you guess this movie from these emojis? Stay tuned for the answer at the end of our video. Emily Blunt as Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson has impressed Marvel fans as the former KGB spy turned S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Natasha Romanoff, but believe it or not, she wasn't the first choice for the role.
Want to help? Keep the car running.
Emily Blunt was actually set to play the role of Black Widow. She literally had the role in Iron Man 2, but due to contract obligations with Fox, she had to drop out. Instead of being our Black Widow, she co-starred in Gulliver's Travels alongside Jack Black. Dougray Scott as Wolverine. We've seen Hugh Jackman as the clawed and rugged hero Wolverine for 17 years now, but it would surprise you to know he wasn't the original choice.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
In Bryan Singer's first X-Men film, Dougray Scott was cast as Logan. Scott was reportedly handpicked by Tom Cruise to play the villain in Mission Impossible 2, which made it impossible for the actor to stay on board with X-Men. Viggo Mortensen as Wolverine. Again, it's hard to imagine Wolverine not being played by Hugh Jackman, but there are a few names that had potential to do the role justice.
Yeah, I know. They're not ready, Storm.
Aside from Russell Crowe, who was Singer's first choice, and Dougray Scott, who was cast in the part, another actor was a strand of a hair close to becoming Wolverine. That is none other than Aragorn himself, Viggo Mortensen. Luckily, we've seen Mortensen in action as Aragorn, so picturing him as Logan is no problem at all. While Mortensen never had the chance to play the regenerative clawed mutant, the actor will always be remembered as the Ranger of the North Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. Jim Caviezel as Cyclops. Before James Marsden was cast as Cyclops in Bryan Singer's X-Men, the role was offered to Jim Caviezel. The actor apparently beat out a long list of A-list actors who auditioned for the role, including Thomas Jane, Owen Wilson, Edward Norton, Jude Law, and a bunch of others. Unfortunately, Caviezel had to drop out due to his commitment to the film Frequency. Apparently, this movie also disqualified him from getting the Superman role in Singer's Superman Returns. We guess Singer didn't want Jesus playing the Man of Steel. Tom Cruise as Iron Man. Before Robert Downey Jr. landed the role as billionaire playboy Tony Stark, Tom Cruise was a frontrunner to play the mechanical hero.
I am Iron Man.
The actor and the studio execs were in talks for a while, but Cruise eventually lost interest in the film and walked away. He just didn't feel like it was a project he could commit himself to 100%. It all worked out for the best, as Downey Jr. is perhaps the best Tony Stark Marvel could get. Jon Favreau also looked into casting Clive Owen and Sam Rockwell in the role. John Krasinski as Captain America. Chris Evans has dominated the role of Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, but there was another actor close to nabbing the role. John Krasinski, more popularly known as Jim from The Office, was the highest name on the list of actors to play Cap. He beat out actors like Channing Tatum, Ryan Philippe, Mike Vogel, and Garrett Hedlund. Then, from out of nowhere, Chris Evans jumped into the role without even having to audition, and the rest is history. Channing Tatum as Thor. A lot of people know that Tom Hiddleston auditioned for the role of Thor, and brothers Liam and Chris Hemsworth battled against each other for the role as well. But little know that actor and dancer Channing Tatum was a top choice for the God of Thunder. The Magic Mike star reportedly met with director Kenneth Branagh to talk about the role. All went well, but the Irish director ended up going with the eldest Hemsworth. Unfortunately, the hammer Mjolnir is out of reach for Tatum, but if you're dying to see him as a superhero, you'll get your chance when he plays the mutant Gambit. Sigourney Weaver as Emma Frost. The initial plan was to bring Frost in as an empath villainess who would manipulate Jean Grey, and later on join Magneto to help undo the heroes. But when Singer left to focus on Superman Returns, so did Sigourney Weaver's appearance as Emma Frost. The director wanted Weaver as the villainess, but her appearance was scrapped from the script. The character was brought back for X-Men First Class, but January Jones was given the role. Rachel Leigh Cook as Rogue. While Anna Paquin didn't give us the butt-kicking, tough-as-nails Rogue from the comics, she did bring the Southern Belle charm to life. But it will interest you to know that Bryan Singer offered the role to another actress first. She's All That star Rachel Leigh Cook was offered the role of Rogue before Paquin in the 2000 X-Men movie. The actress turned it down because she didn't like the idea of seeing too much CGI in the film, and went on to star in the musical comedy Josie and the Pussycats instead. A lot of actors as Spider-Man. Spidey is arguably one of the most recognized Marvel superheroes around, so it's no surprise that lots of actors jump at the chance to play the web-slinger.
Nice to have a fan.
Many big-name actors were in talks to play Spider-Man, including Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jude Law, and Heath Ledger. Even actors who were in previous Spider-Man movies wanted the role for themselves. James Franco read for the lead in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, but was ultimately beaten to the prize by Tobey Maguire. Franco confessed that he was disappointed when the director called him to let him know that he didn't get the part, though he softened the blow when he instead offered to him the role of Harry Osborn, son of the Green Goblin and Peter Parker's best friend. Harry Potter star Daniel Radcliffe recently revealed he was interested in becoming the new MCU Spider-Man. While giving his fellow countryman Tom Holland a congratulations on landing the part, he talked about how he wanted to be the new hero, but also mentioned how it was now out of reach. "I would have made a good Spider-Man, but the boat has sailed on that one," said Radcliffe. "I'm not sure if I'd sign up for something that was another 7 or 8 films or 10 years, but a shorter franchise, yeah." What do you think of our list? Are there any other Marvel superheroes we've missed? Join the discussion in the comments below, and make sure to join the notification squad to stay up to date on all of our content. And the answer to the movie emoji is... Did you get the right answer? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to ScreenRant for more fun videos like this one. Thanks for watching!